Hi, this is Lou from Lou's Tools, and today we're going to be working on the wiring harness between the trunk and the trunk lid. This is 2009 335 diesel, and seems to be a common problem with these cars. To get cracked wires and the trunk release doesn't work, and you get all kinds of faults, beeping at the dash and stuff like that. The shop suggested that they're going to solder this problem, but I think it's not a good idea. I think it's a good idea to go and cut all those wires and extend them, get rid of this loop here where the wires have been bending for a long time, and replace them. So here we have some housekeeping rules. I connected the inside trunk release with a rope, and that runs all the way to the back seat. So if this trunk was to close, so it's openable from the inside of the car. I've got some 18 gauge wire pre-crimped on one side. There's 12 wires, and 2 of them are 16 gauge, which I've noticed, which are most likely the power wires on this harness, which they're a little thicker. So I've put those to 16, and the rest are 18 gauge. And I've run them into a bubble tea straw to sneak them through this rubber hose, hopefully. And they're all pre-stripped on the ends, so it's a lot easier once it's all in there. I can just put the crimps on, and then also strip the ends of these once they're cut and couple them together. All these wires, by the way, are color coded, except for 2 wires, the brown and white wire right there on the front. There's 2 of those, so I'm gonna mark one of them, run them back and forth, make sure I feel the same wire, mark it with masking tape, and make sure that I don't crisscross those when I wire them back to the other side. So here is something else. This is the trunk harness. There's a fastener into the body there. I undid all that. There's another one there for the top up there, just to give it more slack. This has been taken apart and just marked. Make sure you know where it goes back roughly. Lights, license plate light, backup light, license plate light, and the turn signals, and the trunk electronic lock up here. So that's that. So now I need to cut away on this wire covering to expose a bit more wire, so I can start stripping that wire on that side. And then I'm gonna sneak this through here. This is all undone, so I'm gonna sneak it down this hole here and make it go in, so there's way more wire on this end of the rubber, so it's easier to work with. And I kind of arbitrarily picked the length of these wires, but this is it's a good 16 inches or something like that, and that's okay because the longer to work with the better. And then I'll just service loop it in here probably, or on the other side, depends how it ends up underneath, and wrap it nicely, and then it'll be all tucked away properly. So I'm just gonna cut this away and then cut these wires.